Hello everyone, my name is Ashwati and welcome to the demo of my project called Expresso. So we are a group of 3 members and we created this project after the shallow dive module at AttainU. So before starting the demo, let me answer some questions related to this project. So what is the project? If you're a restaurant or cafe entrepreneur, or you are a restaurant manager, you know the pain of managing the operations of your restaurant or cafe. My project is an application that helps to manage these daily operations. So this project has 3 modules. One is the external UI, which the user sees. The second is the manager panel, which is used by the manager to manage the daily cafe operations. And third is the employee panel, where the employee can see his details and profile and his timesheets. So why did we choose to work on it? The purpose of a project at the end of a learning phase is to implement what we learned. So this helps us to revisit all the topics. So we took this project because we thought that it has a very good scope of implementing everything that we learned during the shallow dive. And also we wanted to work on the CRUD operations and REST API. So in future we can make a product out of this and sell it to any coffee shop. Next, I will discuss on the technologies we have used in making this project. So for the front-end stack, we have used HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap for the static contents. For the DOM manipulation, we have used JavaScript and jQuery, and Ajax for doing the API call. Then we have used Node.js as the server-side platform or backend runtime. Express.js as a framework on top of Node.js. Then we have some image uploading functionality, which we have done using Multer. And we store these images in the online platform called Cloudinary. The database which we have used is a NoSQL database called MongoDB. And we have deployed the final DB on MongoDB Atlas. And we have used Heroku for deploying our entire application. Now we will go on to the demo now. So as I said, our project is divided into 3 modules. So I'll be discussing the first module, which is the external user interface. So this is the external user interface, which a user sees when he or she visits our website. So here we have created this page using a parallax scrolling effect, where all these sub-nav links content are included on the same page. That means with scrolling, the active navigation tab gets highlighted. I'll show you that. So now if you see, when I scroll down to the specialty section, the specialty tab got highlighted. Now if I go to the cafe menu, it shows this part. And here I can see all the items provided by the cafe. So these are the various menus that the cafe provides. So if I click on teas, it will give us a list of all the teas which are provided by the cafe. Similarly for all the other menus. So this is dynamic. That is, it is getting pulled from the database. So whenever we add whenever the manager, he's the one who is going to be doing this operation of adding new menu items. So whenever he adds a new menu item, that gets that also gets displayed here. So this is dynamic and it gets pulled from the database. Next is the contact us section. So here we have implemented a simple contact us form which will send a mail to our team Gmail address. So this we have implemented using the node mailer npm package. So we have written the code in such a way that unless and until everything of these fields are filled, it won't send a mail. I'll show you that. So this button gets enabled only when these three fields are filled. And now if I send a message, it will show the message has been sent successfully. I'll show you the Gmail inbox. So see, so we have got the mail from the front end. So similarly, a user can contact us using this facility. The next section is the about us, which just gives some info about how this started and what are the main objectives of this cafe. Then next comes the footer part, where we have included social networking icons here. So if we click on the Facebook icon, it will lead us to the Facebook page. Similarly for Insta, Twitter, LinkedIn and all. And these are some like sub menus which I have given in the, not menus, sub links which I have given in the footer part, which will take us to the required section. So if I take about us, it will take us to the about us section. Contact us will take us to the form, and so on. So this is our user interface part. So the specialty of this is we implemented everything in a single page. So there is no redirection to a different page, or no new page is getting opened here. So, and we have given a cafe coffee design to our front page. Next, I'll be showing you the second module, which is the manager login and its functionalities. So this is the manager login. I'll just log in. So here there are two options. So for the manager login, I have given it in such a way that my manager is selected automatically. So after login, this is the the manager user interface. So this is the nav bar, and this is his profile pic. And here there are three sections: dashboard, my profile, and logout. So dashboard will lead us to this page itself. My profile will show the manager's profile page here. Here he can reset his password. This toggle menu will help us to expand the width of the screen and hide the sidebar. So that is an additional functionality which we have given here. Now we'll go to the main dashboard. So manager has mainly four functionalities. First is menu management, second is order management, third stock management, and fourth employee management. So now we'll first look onto the menu management part. So when we click on menu management, it opens a set of new options. One is the add new menu option, and the second is the list menus option. So if I click on list menus, this will give us a list of all the menus which is currently provided by the cafe. So you can see there are teas, sippers and chillers, wellness range, cold coffees. So there are different sections of food items here. Now I'll show you what is being shown when we go into a menu. So for that, you need to click on the view option. So when you click on the view option, it gets redirected to a new page specifically for that menu. And here we can find a list of menu items. So a menu has a list of menu items. So since I have taken teas here, it has masala chai, green tea, Assam tea under it. And they in turn have their own edit and delete options. And also a manager can add a new menu item from here. So I'll show this entire functionality by adding a new menu. So this is the functionality or button to add a new menu. If I click on this, it will open up a modal. And you see this number here, this gets auto-generated based on the number of menus which is already there. So in total, now we have 10 menus. I'll show you the DB for that in Mongo Atlas. So this is MongoDB Atlas. And here we have used totally 3 DBs in implementing our project. So as we are discussing the menu management part, this is menu DB is the DB that is being used by the menu management. So here the menus, if I click on the menus collection, you can see there's a total of 10 menus here. And each of this menu has an array, nested array, which contains each menu item as an object. So now we will add a new menu. So we will add pizzas. And here I have given an option to upload a file, a picture for the menu. So you can see our menu has been added. Now we'll go to the menu and see if it has been added. Just a second. Yeah, so it has come here. So as we are using Heroku for deployment, it's a bit slow. So, okay. So this is the new menu which has been added. And now if you go and to the user page, you will see the new menu has been added. The new menu tab has come here. See, pizzas. Earlier it was not there. So if you click on this now, nothing will come because I have not added any menu items under pizza. Now I'll add that and then show you. Now I'm going to add a new menu item here. So this gets customized with the menu name and all. Now I'm going to add a new menu item. I'll give farmer's pizza. So here we can enter the price, the inventory. Inventory is the amount which is there in the stock, which we are going to add to the stock. Here also we can add a picture for the menu item. I'm going to click add. So you can see it is showing item added. So now if you take the menu, you can see the item has been successfully added here with the price and the stock details coming in. So we have not used any external APIs here. We have generated some APIs from the database itself. So that I can show you the API link for this menu, which I have created. Just a second. Yeah. So this is the API which we are getting from the database. So as you can see, Under pizzas, a new menu item has been added, which is Farmer's Fresh Pizza here, with the price and inventory. And you can see here the image path. It's being stored in Cloudinary. I'll show you that also. So as you can see, we uploaded two images, one for the pizza main menu and one for the menu item, the Farmer's Fresh Pizza, and both images is getting stored in Cloudinary. Now I'll add another menu item. So you can see the menu item number is also getting auto generated based on the number of menu items under that particular menu. So as one item has already been added, this is the second item. I'll add another pizza here. So the second pizza item has also been added with the details. And if you take the API here and if I refresh it, you can see a second object has been inserted into the pizza's menu. Now I'll show you the front end external UI, how this is getting reflected there. So if I click on pizzas, now you can see two pizza items here. So this is dynamic. Next, I'll show you editing a particular menu item. So now I'm going to edit Farmer's Fresh Pizza. I'm going to increase the inventory to say 25 and save it. You can see item updated successfully. And also the stock has been updated on the front end also. And the API also gets updated. The in inventory attribute shows that how much we have in stock for that particular item. So that is about the edit function. Next, if you want to delete a particular menu item, just click on this, delete, and it will ask you for a confirmation. And if you want to delete, press yes, and it will show item deleted successfully. And you can see the item has gone from here and also from the API. See? And also from the front end. So that is the functionality here. Now I'll go back. Now I'll move on to the next functionality. I'll show you stock management first, then I'll go to the order management part. So in stock management, we have these set of functions. Show particular stock will let the manager know how much stock there is for an item in the inventory. Needed stock shows us what stock is going below 10. So it will show us all the items for which the in inventory count is below 10. Add stock option lets us to add new stock for a particular item. So I'll show you these one by one. Show particular stock. So we'll take pepperoni. Or wait. Take masala chai. But pepperoni we deleted. Okay. Farmer's Fresh Pizza. So this is also dynamic. So whatever it gets added to the database, this drop down box pulls from there and all the items gets listed here. So as we deleted one menu item and now only one is available under pizzas, I am taking it. And if I click on go, you can see it is showing the inventory count, which is 25. Similarly, you can check for any item. Masala chaya, it will show the inventory count. So that's the functionality of this. Then needed stock. If I click on needed stock, it will show the menu items of all the menus which are going to get depleted and which needs to be restocked again. So here you can see there are 2 items in the total inventory which is going below 10. So it gets displayed here. Then add stock option allows us to add a stock for a particular item. So I'll show adding a stock for this particular item, Printer Virgin Beer. So when I add stock, this item should go from here. So I'm selecting the item and I'm adding 10. And one thing to notice here is the number which we enter here, that's not the total inventory count. It's the number of items which we are adding to the already present count in the database. So if I add 10 here, the total count becomes 16, 10 plus 16. So you can see stock added successfully. Now if I click on added stock, you can see that item has gone from here. And here, if I take check the stock of that particular item, you can see the stock has become 16. So this is the functionality of this part, and all this is being done by the manager. Next is the order management part. So in the order management part, the manager can place a new order, and he can also print out the order, generate a PDF basically, which he can later print it out. Also, he can delete an order. So the thing to notice here is whenever a new order is getting placed, the inventory also gets reduced for that particular item. So I'll show you that one by one. So if I click on list orders, it will show me a list of all the orders which is currently in the database. And each of these orders has a view and delete functionality. So click on view. As you can see, these are the order items, and it displays the price, quantity, and the total price for each, and it also has a delete button. So this delete button, the functionality delete button is it removes this particular item from the order, and this item gets reverted back to the inventory also, and the grand total gets updated. So I'll show this entire functionality by creating a new order and deleting it. And here there's a print option which lets the manager download a PDF file which he can print out later. So I'll create a new order. I have created an API for this also, so I'll show you that. So this is the orders API. So these are the orders which are currently in the database. This is one order. As you can see, this is the first order, and the order items are these two, and the grand total gets calculated by adding these two fields. I'm going to add a new order now. So here also the order ID gets auto calculated, as we have already 4 orders in our DB. Already we have 4 orders. The next order will be 5. So table number is like some random number which you can give. If I click on next, this page opens up where the manager can add a new order. So if I click on, right now the grand total is not displayed because we have not added any item. So if this add new item lets us add a new order item to the order. So I'm going to place an order now, masala chaya. As you can see, the price gets fetched from the database. And if I give 2, and here the total price also gets auto calculated. going to add it. You can see in the background that the order item has been added to the order and the grand total is also reflected. So now I'm going to add the second item. And one more thing I wanted to show you is the inventory count getting decreased. So I'll show you that also. So masala chaya was 92 in the inventory. I'm going to refresh it. See, it has become 90 because I placed an order for 2 masala chaya. Now I'll place an order for green tea. The price gets auto fetched. I'll give it 1 and the total price gets added. I'll add it. So you can see the total price gets, the grand total gets calculated here. And also here in the inventory, it was 132 for green tea. And if I refresh it, you can see it has become 131. And in the order API, this is the order API, you can see a new object has been created for the new order, which in turn has 2 new ordered items. One is for masala chaya and one is for green tea, and the grand total attribute also. So this is the way it gets inserted. Now if the manager wants to print out the bill from here, you can click on this and it will show a download option, a PDF, as a PDF document, and he can save it. And this is like a basic format of a bill which gets printed out using the PDF functionality. So I'm closing this now. I'm going back. So here, this is the new order which has been created. Now, if suppose we want to delete an item from here. So right now, the masala chai count is 90. So I am deleting it. I don't want, the manager mistakenly placed the order for this. So I'm deleting it. So once the item gets deleted from here, the database also gets updated. And the grand total also gets reflected. It's still doing the work. As you can see, the item has gone from our order and the grand total has also been updated. And our masala chai should become 92 now. So it has become 92. So the items have been added back to the inventory again. So that is the functionality of this. And from here also the manager can print the bill. Next, I wanted to show you one more thing. So this was our order. So when we deleted one order item from the order, you see from the database it gets deleted. Now only one item is there. If I delete the other one also, it goes away and we get only a normal skeleton of the order placed with no order items in it. So grand total has become 0. You see, now the order item is an empty array and only the order skeleton is there. And if I delete this order itself, then the order entry also goes away. See, order number 5 has gone. Now the last entry is only for order number 4. So that is the functionality of order management panel. Next is the employee management. In employee management, a manager can add employees, edit an employee, add a timesheet for an employee, also delete a timesheet for the employee, and also delete an employee. So I'll show you the functionalities. So the list employees will list out the all employees which is currently working in the cafe. And there is an API for that also. So this is the API. So as you can see, there are currently 5 employees. Now I'll add a new employee and show you all these functionalities. So here also the employee ID gets auto generated. As we had 5 employees, this is the 6th employee. I'm filling in the details. So the manager can give an initial password here, but the employee can change his or her password from their particular panel. So I'm going to choose a file. So here there's an option for the manager to make him an employee of the month or not, but since it's a new employee, I'm not giving it right now. So it will show employee added successfully. If I go to list employees again, yeah, you can see the new employee has been added here with the name and her role in the cafe. Now to view details of a particular employee, click on view option and you can see the profile pic being uploaded here, being shown here. The profile pic is also getting stored in the Cloudinary. I'll show you that. So as you can see, a new picture has been uploaded now. So this is the employees page. And here all the details is listed in a table format. All the details which we entered through the modal. Then there's an option for view timesheets. So as this is a new employee, currently there are no timesheets, but the manager can add a new timesheet here. So I'll show you all these details after logging in into the employees panel. So this is the employee route, login route. So this is the third part of our project, the employee login part and functionalities. So as you can see, we have logged in and the nav bar also shows the employee's profile picture here. And the employee also has dashboard, my profile and logout functionalities. I'm clicking on my profile. He or she can see her details and reset password also. I'll show you the resetting password functionality here. So on clicking reset password, the employee can add a new password. And as you can see, the password has been updated here. The new password is also being shown here. Now I'll add a new timesheet for the employee. Currently the employee has no timesheets here. It's empty. So I'll add a new timesheet. So the employee ID and the name gets fetched from the database. And I'll add a timesheet for the day, the number of working hours, and the wage per hour. And you can see the total wage gets calculated automatically by multiplying these two values. So I'll save this. New timesheet added successfully. So as you can see, a new timesheet has been added for the employee. And now if the employee goes to the My Timesheets section, he or she can see the timesheet allotted for her. Now if the manager wants to edit the timesheet, he can do it from here. I'll make it 10. So the timesheet has been updated successfully. So you can see the timesheet has been updated here, and also in the employees panel, it has been updated. Then another functionality is edit option over here. The manager can edit employee details, and on clicking on that, whatever details were present in the database, it gets automatically filled in the input boxes. So these are the details. So now if I'm changing the address, okay, I'm changing it to this. And also one more thing I wanted to show you is, yeah, I'll show you that later. First I'll show you this here. So employee details changed successfully. Now, yeah, now if you see the address here, it's being updated here, and also in the employee's profile, just need to log out because I changed the password. As you can see, the address has also been changed here. Next, another functionality is the manager can make an employee the employee of the month also. So for that, we'll make our new employee the employee of the month. So for that, we will have to make the change here in edit option. So right now it's false, and you can see, like in the dashboard, there is nothing mentioned here. Once the manager makes an employee of the month by selecting this true value over here and saving it, the employee will get a personalized message on his panel. See, congratulations, you are one of the top employees of the month. So this is a personalized message for employees who are being selected as the employee of the month. The other employees won't get this message. So that is the functionality of that option. Then if the manager wants to delete an employee, so there's an API. This is the all employees API. Sorry. So here, as you can see, currently a new employee has been added for Smriti Pandey. and the timesheet of that employee, you can get it from this API. All these APIs are protected. So as we currently add only one timesheet for the employee, only one entry is there. So now if the manager wants to delete an employee, so he can do it using this. So it will show employee deleted successfully, and the employee has gone from the database. As you can see, there's no entry here after Vandana, and also the timesheet also gets deleted. So when an employee gets deleted, the timesheet and the employee's details entry also gets deleted from the database. So this is the employee database. We have one collection for the employees, one collection for manager, and one collection for the timesheets of the employees. And MenuDB has one collection menus, and OrderDB is used for the order management part, and it has one collection called orders. So the APIs are being pulled from these collections. Yeah, so that was the project, guys. And then want to share something more with you. So the issues which we faced and how we overcame it. As of now, we don't have any unresolved issues in the project, but the points which are mentioned here on the slide are the challenges we face to quickly find a solution. So since in this project there are nested Ajax calls and simultaneous DB updation, it took a bit of time to find the exact optimized MongoDB query. For example, while placing an order, we are posting to the new order, and also we are updating the inventory in the MenuDB. So there are multiple operations happening there. So it took some time to get the MongoDB query to do all these simultaneously, but finally we did it. And then one more issue was like we were facing some problem in uploading images to Cloudinary without storing them in our project folder. But then we made some changes, we researched on it, and then we finally got it. And the last part which I wanted to discuss with you is the future improvisations which can be made on this project. So as of now, there is no external user functionality. I mean external user login functionality. Only right now, any external user, he can only visit the website or external UI and get info about our cafe and its services. In future, we can also add an option for user sign up and login. So that is an improvisation which we can add, and also an option to place online orders, which can be seen in the respective user's page after he logs in. Another feature which we would like to add is customer feedback and review for their ordered items. And one more thing is, as of now, we have only used internal APIs from the database. So thinking of making use of an external API, like a nutritional info API, using which we can display the calories and the nutritional breakup of each food item. So those are the things which we are thinking to add. So that's it, guys. Thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed the demo. Thank you.